going on?
Mr. Higgins, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Just been recording some updates. So I'm gonna start doing video updates on the platform. Doing some
Okay.
Sean style stuff.
Just for your clients or just do
For my
it?
YouTube channel.
Oh, fantastic. You got a
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Where's the YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/at Get Pinnacle AI.
What at Get Pinnacle AI? Well, I had no idea. There we go.
Everything I have is at Get Pinnacle AI.
What's that?
So I said everything I have is
Pinnacle
at Get Pinnacle AI. Yeah.
Gotcha. Very
Yeah,
cool.
so I just did my third one, so just waiting on it to.
Holy crap! You got a lot of you got a good library of videos going on there.
Getting there.
Not bad.
Getting there.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
A few more shorts than we do. You got a lot of shorts. Good grief, Charles. You do you just do like Pinnacle stuff all day? I mean all day.
No, not really.
Sure.
Like I just did some, so I'll show you this. So this is what I'm recording the updates. So this is basically the layout that I'm using for my updates.
Oh, okay.
So I have my own change log. So did this, I guess it's been about a week now, where I launched my own change log. But so like I was doing the mobile app beta release. That was a video I just got done shooting. And I just record it like this. If it's something I can display, I can, because I can view like live websites right here. So I can interact with live websites right here in my camera. Sure. Like if I go back, I can. So, but I've been doing these change log updates. I was like, I should do some videos on these, and I probably won't on all of them. But yeah, I mean, I figure if I can knock it out like in a minute to 2 minute video, why not? So I went over the tap to pay and everything.
Yeah, is that in the latest update of the
that is in the beta. So you have to be on the beta. It's not in the live version yet.
Gotcha. Okay, I was looking for that on the live version. I thought, man, where the heck is that? I'd really like to get that to some of my clients because I know they could really use it.
Yeah. So, and then I just head over to here, I'll show you. Why not? Share screen. There you go. You should be able to see both my screens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I just jump once I upload my video. I just paste the link in the chat GPT and tell it to create the info that I need for YouTube. Title, description, hashtags. And I just wait. I upload it as unlisted, and then I do this.
Yeah.
And then
you set it to public.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. Yep. So that's generally what I do. And it works well. Get shareable link, copy. Let's try this again. Didn't like it that time. Sometimes I have to wait a minute before, because YouTube has to generate the transcript.
Yeah.
No, so this one's. So yeah.
Very cool.
That's what I've been doing.
Nice.
Yep.
Fantastic. So what kind of action you have going on this week, or since the last office hours?
had seemed darker than usual.
Well, it is getting darker. I mean, the sun's going down. It's at the end of September. It's getting, you know what? It's actually finally getting nice and cool at night. I love it. Leave the door open on the back deck, leave the windows open.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not much. I had a girl sign up for yearly. I think I mentioned that last time. I just been working on platform stuff, cleaned up some stuff. Been looking at the marketplace, not really excited about the marketplace right now.
Oh, you know what? It's brand new, and hopefully they'll be a little bit picky with people at submitting apps as opposed to just,
and it's
junk exploding all over the place.
My take on it is that how I thought it was going to be released was that everything would be done through lead connector. It would be white labeled. It's not white labeled at all. There's Highlevel all over it. And the other bad part is, so they're not using the gray label, which I would think if they're going to have this end customer facing, that they would be using the gray label term, not Highlevel. But then a lot of these most of these services, the client has to go sign up for the actual service once the app is installed.
Yep.
Every single developer has Highlevel all over the freaking website. So I'm like, how's this going to work?
Yeah,
I'm not going to go sign up.
Yeah, you can't really white label it.
So I think the thought process is, the agency would sign up for the white label version of whatever that platform is, and then install the app and build customer. But okay, so let's take a LinkedIn tool that if it comes into the marketplace, if there's a 3-month cancellation period, I do not want to go sign up for a 3-month cancellation period, have my client cancel the service within 30 days, and then I'm stuck paying for it for 60 days for something my client's not even using.
Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, that's, probably.
To me, it's just a lot of risk. I don't right now, but it could all change. I talked to Sean about it, and I told him, I was like, this is kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Especially with custom workflow actions, and like this could be huge.
Yeah, you'd expect maybe some kind of style guide, like don't mention Highlevel.
Something. Like make them have a landing page that is just for the marketplace listing, doesn't link to anything else out externally. So if they click the link to sign up, all they get is that landing page that has been approved by the marketplace. That's all under the gray label. And Sean said, he's like, those are some really good points. I'm like, Sean, I was super excited about this. But after looking at it, I'm out. Like,
also part of the problem is like with that, you don't even really know, like what is it developed on? How robust is it? Is it buggy? Is it going to blow something up? I mean, not to be distrustful, but I've seen a lot of bad development, and I don't trust it.
Oh yeah, no,
anybody can set up webhooks and stuff like that, and set up a Heroku instance or something like that, and then just run junk. But like, what happens to the data? Where is it all? Is there some kind of any kind of controls on it whatsoever? So I'll use like second party, third party tools. I don't use fourth party.
Yeah, it shows you what permissions that the app requires. And
but I mean, how is it developed and stuff? I mean, I know that and again, somebody can say the same thing for my stuff, but I got over 20 years of development. I'm pretty solid in my methods. So, whereas you go offshore your project, you don't know where the hell what's going on.
Yeah. And I think, that's just due diligence on the agency side.
For sure. Yeah.
I think you just have to be smart about it.
For sure. Yeah,
so,
we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it'll
be interesting.
It's a high level thing. It's brand new, right? So we'll see how it fleshes out in a few months and that sort of thing. So I've been been diving into the alignable stuff and trying to clean my stuff up as well, getting images made for all my features. I basically took a list of, actually I made a list of every feature that's in the SAS configurator, and I'm having somebody make images for all of that. So
Nice.
that way I can add all those to the, basically create feature pages on the site. So have a page per feature. So that's going to take a little bit, and the graphics are coming along slow. I wish they'd go faster, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah. So Ken's with us. Ken, what's going on? You're muted, but how's your week going so far? Ken with us? Ken Obi Ken Kenobi. He says fantastic on the chat. Do you have no mic, Ken? I guess not. All right. Well, so how's your the rest of your prospecting and everything else going?
It's going good. It's going
Cool.
good. Had a insurance rep sign up. She's probably going to be signing up for another sub account. So I was actually really happy to be able to see that I could package it into one Stripe subscription. They rolled that update out today as well, where you can use you can tie the same Stripe profile to multiple sub accounts now.
Nice.
So, which is really nice for like corporate locations. If you have one person paying from multiple accounts, you can use the same Stripe profile for all the rebilling.
So do you need to send them through the same checkout, or are you just going into Stripe and
adding?
No,
they check out one time. So you could have it when you go to create the other sub accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You would enable SAS mode, and then you would select the existing client that's already in your Stripe. So say you do a deal, say you go to a corporation and say, look, I will do 10 locations for this price.
Mm-hmm.
They check out one time for that total price. It'll auto create, if you're using SAS mode, it'll auto create one location, and then you would go in and create the other 9. But instead of them having to check out to associate that credit card or have them go in and enter the credit card information,
mm-hmm.
when you enable that SAS mode, you can pick an existing customer that's already tied to another sub account. Previously, you couldn't.
Previously, I was going to say I haven't done that, so that's good to know.
I've had it happen a couple times, and it's really weird. How you had to get it to work around before.
Oh, I can imagine, because if
they had to use a different email or something, you had to create different subscriptions and have it. They would have to check out multiple times, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so, but then sometimes if they're using the same email and phone number and name, it wouldn't create the account because it's saying, hey, this account's already created.
It was probably trying to create that user, and the user already existed.
Correct.
Whereas it was like, oh, the user exists.
So now, now you just have them check out one time. It creates the primary, call it the primary location.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you enable SAS mode, you can pick from your existing Stripe customers, and now you can actually pick someone that is already assigned to another sub account.
Oh, that's
so
good.
That way,
awesome.
All the rebilling, and they don't have to put in their credit card information.
It just all goes in, all the same billing,
and that way, all the rebilling is going on the same credit card. For as they may be managing multiple sub accounts.
Right. Well, that's cool.
So. Yeah, and even with entrepreneurs, I mean, it's not just on the corporate side, but you got entrepreneurs that sometimes, they're doing 2 or 3 things. They really need 2 or 3 different sub accounts.
Yeah.
So you're like, you know what? I'll give you a couple extra, because I know it'll be a much better experience if you're able to actually separate that data.
Mm-hmm.
But that way, all your rebilling stays straight, and they can see which account they're spending money in for phone and email and.
Right.
But it's all going to the same credit card. So
that's good. That's good to know.
It's a good improvement. I mean, it makes sense in a lot of different aspects.
Cool.
So yeah.
Alok, how many Fathom note takers do you have, dude?
How many am I on?
There's
2 of us.
You got 2 of them.
No.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm trying to do a world record, man. I want to do 3. I've just seen 2 maximum per person.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What's happening? What did I miss?
Not much. Catching up with Charles. Ken joined us, but I guess he doesn't have a mic. He said this is his first Zoom. So I was just trying to get him to tell us what's going on in the chat. Tell us what wins he's got. Like where's where's he at in his SaaS GHL journey, that sort of thing. So yeah. So what do you got going on? I know you've been busy this week. We both been busy. We got stuff happening.
Lots. Did we talk about the latest big feature launch on Highlevel?
Oh, the tap to pay.
Tap to pay. I
haven't loaded the beta app yet.
You're on Android, man. Come on.
I know that's the problem. I'm on Android.
But dude, I saw an update last night and I got excited. I was like, yes, there's something called tap to pay now. And I got excited or jumped off of my sofa and my wife is like, what happened? I was like, no, nothing. Just get your phone ready. I want to charge you. So yeah, I did a transaction. And yeah, it just worked, man. It's amazing.
Very cool.
So yeah, I made a video, posted in the group as well.
Cool.
But yeah, it was awesome. That's huge. If anyone's not understanding, this is a huge thing. Really huge feature. Not a lot of buzz around it, but it's great.
Awesome.
Not understanding this. That's happening. The other thing, we are working on a few things on the side, which we haven't spoken so far. But yeah, look out for a few things coming on from our side in the near future for every agency, high-level agency owners.
Cool.
That's all I can say. I can't say much, but there's something coming. Just keep an eye.
Something very, very cool coming. Everyone's going to need for their agency. Even Charles, for the man that has everything for his SaaS, Charles is
yeah. But yeah, been busy with a few client projects. Closed a client with a 7-minute phone call on missed call text back yesterday. That's what happened. So it's real. People need the solutions. 7-minute phone call. All I spoke is missed call text back.
So you just all you did was cold outreach for
not a cold outreach. It was a referral, to be honest, like a warm lead.
Missed call text back. I've been kind of thinking about.
Just spoken one time.
I've been seeing a little bit of that hit my news feed for missed call text back, but it's kind of sad because the people that are doing it are just sending people directly to their SaaS main page. So I can't imagine that their ads are doing any good at all. Yeah. So tip, if you're going to be running ads for your SaaS, and if you're going to be running it to a feature, which is going to be a good idea, like do features for social posting, for like missed call text back or automated reviews or something like that, then send them to a dedicated, like we have funnels, people, send them to a dedicated landing page where they can test it, like especially missed call text back. Do the demo where you say, call us
this number
and hang up and see it work, and then fill out. And then when you're done, fill out this form and we can show you how to work this for your business too. And you immediately start going into, you send a missed call text back and hook that in with the AI booking bot and qualify them and get them to book a call. Don't send them to your main page and just hope that somebody clicks it. Like that's just too much information and you get overload and people don't know what to do.
It's overwhelming. I said, I spoke to that, like he was referred by another client of mine. And he was like, yeah, dude, you need to just sign up for missed call text back, man. And I like, okay, well, it looks like you just need missed call text back. Tell me, why do you need it? He's like, dude, I just have this one phone number. If I go on a holiday, I have to leave my phone here because everyone calls on this number and it's a nightmare. I was like, okay, yeah, well, I can see that it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
How would you like to solve this? I just asked him a few questions and he was like, okay, well, how do I get started, man? All it was just a missed call text back conversation, nothing else. And I said, look, it starts with 197 a month. That's the lowest plan we have, which has missed call text back plus 10 other features we haven't spoken about, but you're going to get that as well. But you want missed call text back, that's covered in this. It's like perfect. That's it. I didn't even mention anything else.
Yep. Missed call text back is, I think I can't remember. I saw some kind of a stat that 65% of businesses don't answer don't answer a call. And then that accounts for somewhere in the range, like on average, about 50 to 60K a year in lost business.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah. So gains 50, 60 grand a year out of your business for the low price of $297 a month. So yeah.
Yeah.
So for sure.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hope it's a good joke.
So I was just, well, it kind of is. So we all get the feedback for this week for high level, the email with all the new stuff added, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Memberships. You know what's new on the board? 4K support for memberships native videos.
Oh, nice.
Why the heck do you need 4K in a box that's no bigger than this?
So you can see it in really, really, really crisp detail.
People are crazy. Here, let's make it load even slower because we want to show 4K that they're probably not even going to watch it in 4K because they'll default to 1080 and they'll think that's fine.
Well, sure.
They won't even know it's not
Because
4K
95% of the
won't
content
support.
they consume is 1080.
Yeah, the bandwidth doesn't support like majority of the people.
Crazy. Like, good
Anyways.
grief. Just, it amazes me sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, other than that, Alex, did you see, show you this, and I really think, I saw in the group someone posted having same issue I have getting the dynamic video pop to work. Looking forward to seeing how that is resolved.
Dynamic video pop?
Dynamic video pop. You lost me on that one. You're gonna have to.
Are you talking about the
more
tutorial with the
context.
dynamic pop-up, Ken? Somebody
Looks like
get Ken a mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, high level's been doing a lot of speed updates and changes.
Yeah.
And here's what high level does. When they change things, they don't really have an official change log. So when they change pages or code or how pages work, like funnels and web pages and stuff, you just find out because everything breaks. So the dynamic pop-up is fixed now because high levels changes broke it. So yeah, there we go. So it's if you download the tutorial again, the code is updated in that new funnel share and it should work. So all good. And speaking of something funny, I'm just hitting my random dad joke page that I used for like as a test for high level and webhooks. Why do melons have weddings? Because they cantaloupe.
They can't.
You're ridiculous.
What? He has
an official page.
Yeah, I have a random
message.
dad joke page, and you can message the page and tell it joke, and it will randomly pick, like it hits high level, and it will randomly pick from like 500 plus horrible dad jokes. What's the most patriotic sport? Flag football. There you go. What? Come on, Charles.
Jeez. Lord help me.
What?
This page has to go viral.
This is painful.
All right. And we have Brian Delfield. Brian, what is going on with you, sir?
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing this week?
Good. Just
fantastic. So what wins you got to share with us this week?
I'm trying to get going here.
Well, hey, that's a step in the right direction. Where are you stuck at? Where are you stuck at?
I have all this echo, so everything's getting repeated here. I re-log in.
Oh, okay, sure.
Let me try that again, guys.
No problem at all.
By the way, while he's pre-logging in, I've got an ambient music playing here. Do you guys hear that as well, or the noise canceling is working?
Nope, noise canceling ought to be working
here.
Perfect. Perfect.
Cool. All right. So let's see, where's the chats? Gonna go back up there. So Ken, how far along are you as far as, oh, there we go. Brian's coming back in. But Ken, how far along are you on getting your SaaS set up, and how's your prospecting going? And Brian's got no mic, so, or Ken's got no mic, so
yeah,
we'll read him.
we have to
We'll
wait for
read his
no.
thing out here in a second. All right. How's the echo there, Brian? Better?
Still got this echo. I got a headphone. I'm going to take my headphones off. I don't know.
Hello?
Ah,
Hey.
sounds better. Definitely sounds better.
Yeah, I had my AirPods on and I'm taking them off here. So
Ah, gotcha.
Sounded like the airports fell into water.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're not helping matters. But yeah, I'm trying to get going on some stuff. I'm a bit of a more of a business person side of things. I can do some tech, but I'm not at your guys' level of tech. I've been watching a lot of your YouTube channel and I'm in the Facebook group and I've been studying different ways I might want to go with this. And the easy wins snapshot looks pretty interesting to me. It looks like it would cover everything. My question is just supporting it, because I've also looked at going the same way that Charles has gone with the Extendly and using small business snapshot. And just dealing with the realities of what I envision is I've got a list of business owner friends and colleagues, and I want to get a few of them up and running, but I don't want to stumble through all the tech necessarily to do that as much as I'll learn as I go, but not necessarily get stuck in it all. And whether there's any virtual assistants out there that know the easy win snapshot pretty well, or that could support it, or whether do you make the investment in the Extendly route and
well, I can speak to Easy Wins. That Locke and I built that together, and we're always doing some updates and that sort of thing. We kind of take the approach of the KISS method with it, try to keep it as small and as lightweight as possible and as configurable as possible. So, if you ever got stuck with that, you can always ask in the group. So we're always able to answer questions either on office hours or in the group. As far as Extendly goes, I don't have any experience with that. Charles would have to speak to that. And I think Extendly does. I think they do all their their support. So I think they have onboarding and white label support as well. So, as like an add-on or extra cost.
Yeah, they refresh my so they would, with them you could do the high level side. The Pabbly side is where you would have to fill that void somehow. Either you're doing it or a VA is doing it. They won't touch that in their onboarding or support, because it's just not, there's so many variables, because you have to think they're serving hundreds and
I mean, they
hundreds
want,
of agencies.
they're trying, your best bet if you're going to go with them is take one of their snapshots and work with
Well,
them.
and I would say, well, honestly, what I would say is if you're going the route, because, you know, with the easy win snapshot, it's all about selling a solution. It's not selling the platform, it's selling the solution.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, you can get if you look around and you take your time and you don't just jump into something, you can get a VA or a VA pod that will do whatever the heck you want them to do. That can do onboarding if necessary. They can do some support, you know, like email support, for, you know, anywhere from, depending on how many clients you have, you may not even need a full-time one. You just need a part-time one. Starting off, I mean, $400 to $800 a month, depending on, you know, who you're going through and what experience they have and what they'll do or don't do. So, I mean, that's also a viable option. I mean, there's a lot of people that just use a VA to where, you know, they can do some onboard. Because how many clients do you have?
I got a target list of about 5-6 people to start out with that I'm going to be coaching.
So I would look into a part-time VA that is trained in Highlevel, that can do onboardings, and these guys can help you out with an SOP because they know that snapshot. So they can, I mean, they have SOPs already for that snapshot, so they can help you with your own. And you just give that to the VA and say, this is the steps I need you to follow during their onboarding. Meanwhile, they can be doing other stuff for you, like posting on social media. Like you can use those 4 hours a day. You may not have a client to onboard or need them to set up Pabbly, but think of all the other things that they could be doing for you, like making social media posts, blog posts, doing updates on your website. I mean, you can always find something for them to do when it comes to content. And that's a walk in the park for them.
So here's my
that's my thoughts.
Few questions for you, Brian. One, since you already mentioned you're not that tech savvy, just getting into all this, and you need to get a hang around what you're doing and all that.
I'm technical enough. I mean, I'm comfortable.
So if you watch the videos, would you be able to follow it and do what's in the videos? Okay, so that's good.
It's more of a matter of do I want to learn everything and get into all the get bogged down in geek stuff versus I got some friends that I want to bring on. I want to get them results right away and not.
Okay, so let me answer that. Just 1 sec, Matt. Sorry. But that is exactly what is easy wins then. If you don't want to geek out, you don't want to figure out what works in the market and all that, you just take easy wins, load it into a snapshot. Like you get a snapshot, load it into one of your friends who's going to sign up with you, load it into their account, follow a few steps and do the setup part, because you have to set up their snapshot in the sub account. That would take anywhere, depends on who's doing it. It could take anywhere between half an hour to 2 hours max per sub account. Okay. And you can get better. You can do even faster than that. But once you set it up, it just works. You don't have to geek out on what's working, what's not working. Everything in Easy Wins has been tested and proven. And there are clients, our clients who are using Easy Wins are using it actively. We are using it for our clients. So it's a snapshot, which is not just for the sake of selling a snapshot. It's a snapshot which we've built for our clients. And that is exactly what we give it to you.
Yeah.
And in regards to having some help and support, this is something which has been brought up by quite a few people recently. So I'm already in the works of coming up with a, service where, hey, you buy a snapshot, and if you want help installing it or, loading into your clients' accounts and all that, we'll have someone in-house. You can just, hire that person and get it done for them. So that is something which is in the works. Like I said, before we started this call, there's a few things we're working on the side. You guys will hear it from us soon. Like there's a lot coming. So do we give support in regards to anything breaks or whatever? There are quite a few ways you can reach us. I mean, we are very accessible. We try to avoid DMs for support things because we cannot keep a track of it. But hey, make a post into the Facebook group, or I'm even setting up a support ticket channel now because we get so many DMs and all that. It's hard to manage. So we're going to have support tickets going on. On top of that, if you want help loading into any of your clients' accounts, we'll have a VA who already knows what Easy Wins is. You just have to give them access to their account. They would load it up, get it set up, and off you go. You just keep on selling, and then it would come.
Yeah, because I think the thing that people want is the results. They want the leads. They don't want the software necessarily.
Exactly.
100%.
The people that I'm thinking of working with, I need to set it up so it's delivering. What I envision is maybe the conversation manager on an app becomes the only thing they're really using with the system.
Yeah,
and
most likely.
And the leads are coming to them. And I also was thinking of building out the interfaces with the Google Business Profile and doing some of the Google Business Profile optimization, and that whole along with the reviews, and just focusing on that. I call it reputation leverage system.
Nice. I like that name.
Where you're gonna leverage your reputation, because people go to. Either you can get in the search better with Google Business Profile, or you think just word of mouth. Anyone that comes and Googles you, they're going to see your Google Business Profile before they see your website. And if you got a couple hundred reviews out there, my pitch to people is more like, you got to deal with Google two ways. One is people who word of mouth, who are looking you up just to check you out online because they heard, getting a referral to you, but they're going to check you out before they actually call you, and they see all those reviews. Or two, within the category that you're in, if you're in a category that gets local search, can you do some basic optimization? Like I was looking at your resource list, and you had the 300 citations, citation vault or something like that. That looked like a pretty easy thing to plug people into that would help their Google,
for sure,
their Google profile.
If you can get them hooked up with Yext and Citation Vault, and we have if you are interested in Easy Wins, one thing I was going to say, like, you don't want to, you're not techie and you don't want to dive in. I would challenge anybody, at least set up one the first time by yourself or go through it, so that when you do have to talk to a VA, you know what's going on, or you kind of know how the system works. So if you did want to, you could always schedule a call and I'd jump on a Zoom with you and walk you through all of it. But we do have, we've got with the Easy Wins, we also have it where if you got that, we add the AI review responses, so that that actually does all the work to answer the reviews using Pabbly, and does all the social posting, all of that business. And I'll even add you to our I spent an entire weekend and did like probably 40-50 pages worth of content on GMB optimization and management. So I'm gonna be actually giving that to my clients, but it's called the GMB crash course. So I'll even add you to that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was looking at your guys' affiliate and trying to understand all the things you had on your affiliate offer.
Yeah.
I've looked at a few different ways of signing up for Highlevel, and I've been studying it without actually being signed up, because I'm trying to figure out the best way to sign up.
If you want to, if you sign up through us, you basically just get all our snapshots.
You get everything we got.
Yeah.
But we're just talking about Easy Wins. Like we have so many more things as well. And
we're
not that
not
that you need all of that, to be honest. It's just, it's like a tool in your toolbox. Like, hey, if any of your clients need something, most likely we have a solution ready for you. So some stuff like that.
Yeah, because but there was stuff in there I couldn't find on your websites at all that you had in your offer.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we are not a snapshot seller. So we don't even have a website where, hey, go here and buy this thing, So we just build stuff which we need, right? So that's our whole thesis. Like we're not in the business of doing that.
I liked everything you guys had. My only question was, can I do it without tech support? That's my biggest.
You sure can do it, as long as you can follow instructions and watch the video and do the things which are happening in the video, and which looks like you can now. I'm talking to you, but it's a very fine line, right? We get people using our snapshots and they try to do something different, and then it breaks, and then they don't know how to fix it now. So now that becomes a challenge, right? And then they think, hey, the snapshot's not working. Apparently, we just find out like, hey, you just did this one small thing that broke the whole thing. So just use as it is. And if you are tweaking it, you need to know what you're doing so that you can fix it as well. That is my only thing, because we've tested it like so many times. We never release anything which is not tested. And everything is tested on live client accounts. So or live in our own accounts. So stuff like that. So everything we have available is proven, and there are people using it actively.
What's the reality of A2P registration right now? I know that if you weren't signed up when you get into September here, they were going to be shutting down texting. And
if you aren't,
I love, we were talking about missed call text back before, and I see a lot of applications with some people I know. And at the same time, I'm going, well, that's going to be a cluster F, just trying to get, how do we get them registered properly? You know,
that's we actually have that as part of the easy wins too. Like I have a whole funnel called A2P helper, and it's got the basic contact form. It's got all the instructions on how to set that up, and kind of what I use for my campaign settings. And so far it's worked for getting everything, all the sub accounts that I've got, getting them all approved. So not saying it's guaranteed to work, but it's so far I'm batting 1,000. But with A2P right now, like if you aren't registered, your text messages are going nowhere. But if you get a client on, and it's just one of those things that's not exclusive to Highlevel. It's like anybody trying to do any kind of texting at all, they're going to be in the same boat. The thing is Highlevel makes it easy. So, you can tell people, when things finally kind of cool down, like about, maybe by the end of this month, it might be a little bit quicker, but typically about, 48 to 72 hours, business days, you're going to be able to get approved.
Okay. So that's not too bad.
You get somebody on board, and then they're going to be able to, come in and get approved. And then, typically, missed calls, you're not going to have that many messages. They're not going to be jumping in and immediately bulk sending. So, but as you send more text messages, it's kind of like an email reputation. You're going to be able to send more texts per day. And I can't remember what the total number of segments you can send every day is, but it's pretty significant to start out.
A lot.
I know one thing that we started doing was, so everybody that signs up now gets 2 phone numbers. They get a toll-free number. We go ahead and register it. Then we buy a local number and we go through the A2P registration with them. The reason we buy the toll-free is that for some reason, if it gets rejected, it just gives us breathing room.
Yep.
And it's $3, like depending on where you're at. US toll-free numbers are like $1.50 to $3, depending. So it's really like, and there's no cost of registration. So it's like for $3, give the piece, because as long as it's under review, they can start texting immediately. And that registration process is a whole lot simpler than the A2P. So we just started doing that just as a fail safe, just in case, because I had one rejected because they said the email was bad, even though it wasn't, which it's Twilio. It's not Highlevel.
And the other thing which I notice many people in the community talking about, like, hey, how is A2P going to affect missed call text back? How can I sell if this is not working and all that? I'm like, come on, guys, sell, close a client, let them know this is not a Highlevel or my white labeled software thing. It is the carriers who are putting this new practice into place. So it's not up to me to speed it up. It's up to them to speed it up. So how about we just sign up today, and I won't charge you until your phone number is approved. So give them a 7-day trial to start with, right? And if they don't get approved within 7 days, extend the trial to 14 days, but at least get them signed up. Don't wait for figuring out things like, hey, how is this A2P going to work and all that? And then I would go and prospect and talk about missed call text back and all that. No, it should be, in fact, even more now, saying, hey, this is a new thing. We've got that figured out. We have a process in place, how to get you approved. Let's get you started. And we will only charge you when you get
man.
approved.
You know what?
You know?
It's, this is, you say A2P 3 times in a mirror and Joe Tran shows up.
Yeah, it's unreal. Unreal.
Come on, Joe.
It's officially Opossum King to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Opossum King.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to be confused with other Joe Trans in the room.
What is going
So
on?
yeah, that's my 2 cents on what people should do if they're thinking about A2P and missed call text back together. Don't even wait for it. Start selling. Don't charge them. Why would they oppose to that, right? You just, at the end, all you're getting is like, hey, their business details and trying to apply and get a phone number approved, and you only start charging them when they are approved.
Well,
So,
I think one of the things that we're seeing in the group is that like we just have so many new GHL users coming in, and everybody's just
unreal.
they're thinking like all the ways things will break and the customer will flip a table and walk off on them. It's like, don't worry, where else are they going to go? You just tell people, hey, you know what? This is what chill out. Like we do some stuff with SEO and they're like, well, how long can I get results? It's going to be about 90 days. That long? 90 days. Sorry, it's Google. Oh, okay. Like I would love to be faster than that. I'm not. Sorry, So it's going to take. This is what happens, and it's going to and you just if you explain, A2P is going to keep you out of spam, and it's going to help you reach people when you want to reach people, and it's a good thing. And you just it's all in how you spin it, and you're not lying.
The thing is,
I think that's pretty easy for at this stage when it's a new person, because everyone's subject to it, and this is just the way you got to do it. And
I was about to say
I think
that
it would be harder with people who are already on the system and never never had to do it. Now they got to stop and do it, and if they they could get their whole workflow screwed up if it's not approved properly.
I have a client that was taking forever to get me A2P information. She was always doing like something. She's a med spa, and she was doing some charity stuff here and off of vacation here, like doing all this stuff. It's like, we need to get this going. I have to have this information. And it just took forever to get A2P, submitted and approved once she got it. But then, she waited too long, and so she wasn't able to text her clients. And she's like, oh my God, I can't, what am I paying for? Like, I told you, I emailed you, I chatted you, I texted you, I told you, and here we are. So now it's up and running. And she's like, oh my God, thank you. I can text everybody again. Like, it didn't have to be that way.
The other thing is, because you guys had it so easy, like, hey, just click a button and you get a phone number. Now that there's a hiccup in between, like, hey, you have to submit documentation, get approved, and then buy a phone number. That's why everyone's freaking out. We in Australia had that process already. Like there's no way you can get a number unless you do your business, and they call it regulatory bundle, but it's pretty much the same thing. You have to submit your business details and everything. Everything is already present in Australia like that. So it's not a new thing. In fact, it's a good thing that this is happening, and we've been doing it for ever. Like since Highlevel started, that was the process already for Australian numbers. So it's going to happen. Every country will have to take this on board, because it's a good thing for business owner to have a number now which is registered. So I would take this as a positive, and even propose an offer to any client, like, hey, let's get you started with this, because this is a good thing now. It may take a few days to get approved and all that, but hey, once it's all in, your number is safe. It belongs to you, and it would most likely not end up in spam unless you're doing spammy activities. And the best part is, if you're not comfortable, don't just charge them unless they're approved.
I just see them on the approval process doing stupid things. They're right now, they're denying a lot of anybody in the mortgage space, anything in financial. They're just saying, hey, we're not allowing it. Okay, no big deal. But that's Twilio.
It will change, man. Things will change. I mean, this is such a new
And-
thing, and imagine how many phone number applications are coming through. We're just talking high level. Imagine how many other software companies which support SMS out there, and how many people are
they're
applying.
just saying that. That's the rule. That's the new rule. I mean, the mortgage is, you know, Ring Central banned that back in January. I think I wrote about that way back in January. That's coming down the line.
So mortgage niche is verboten, huh?
Mortgage is kind of challenge.
Yeah. Which is kind of odd because
Awesome.
it's a fantastically legitimate, you know,
Look
niche.
at it. Look at Charles.
Awesome. I can
What's
stop
that?
getting freaking refinance text messages.
Oh, I don't get those.
Well, I don't know if there's any refinancing going on anymore.
Well, no, but
I have an answer to that. I just say I rent. I don't know. Or
I'm
and
just-
the
I'm
big-
just
and the
glad
other
I-
thing, and the other thing I also say sometimes is, hey, I'm a student here in Australia. I'm happy to take the refinance if you give me, but hey, I'm a student. I'm not eligible. They just hang up.
I'm happy to not have people texting to see if they want to buy my house. So
amen
that's
to
always
that.
nice. Yeah. So Joe, what's up this week with you, sir? What are your wins?
We're trying to onboard a whole bunch of stuff for a ChatGPT AI.
A whole bunch of what?
We're doing a lot of chat bot right now.
Oh, okay. AI stuff.
A lot of AI stuff. Yeah.
Fantastic. What are you using for the AI?
Capri, but have a lot of prompting on it. So we're switching back and forth 3.5, 4 turbo. So we're trying to get that launched.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're getting a lot of interest.
Yeah, there's been a lot. I mean, there's a ton going on in the AI booking space. So
Yeah, ours is a little bit more than just booking. So
Yeah, of
Oh,
course, it's human.
yeah, it has a lot of logic to it. So we're
Cool.
doing a lot.
very cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
What's the reality
Yeah, but
of
I can tell you what, I did a presentation with the mortgage people, 100 on stage, and it's really good. I mean, everybody, when you say ChatGPT, the issue is a lot of these people, it's like digital marketing. They don't know how to do the thing, right?
Right.
But you don't have to necessarily sell it. They just want to see how they can start leveraging it. And when you tell them, hey, you do it, and they go, no, I don't know how to do it. So can you do it? And we can say, yeah. So it's an easy sell. It is the easiest thing to sell ever. It's like the beginning.
You just
of
have to
selling.
show it. You just have to show it to them because they
Yeah,
don't even know
I-
what's possible, man.
Well, one
Yeah,
thing that I actually saw, like just I think it was like, well, I guess yesterday. So Dan Wardrop did a webinar with Sean from Highlevel, and he actually has a very simple snapshot set up where you have somebody fill out the form and say, what's your industry and what's your number one service or product? And it actually creates a prompt with qualifying questions for your industry and your product. And then it runs you through a demo. And when you go through the demo, it says, okay, now that we're done with the demo, we would normally, like at this point, we would get somebody to book the appointment. But here we are. So are you interested? And then it takes them from there. And at that point, it actually swaps out the prompt to your selling bot, to your prompt
That's
to get them
nice.
to book an appointment with you. So I've been kind of digging through that. So I might make some updates to my prompts and things as well. Cause
I'd like to see that. Yeah.
yeah, my
Okay,
AI
YouTube?
prompt is pretty darn tight because I've done extremely well with my AI bot, but it seems like everybody's doing like far more complex workflows. I don't know why, if they really are that necessary, but there's a lot of weird stuff in that Jason or that Dan Wardrop snapshot that I'm trying to figure out why are they doing it? And I don't know. So I'll figure it out, but it's very interesting to kind of play with it.
Well,
Yeah.
is it in YouTube or something?
Last I saw, he's gonna upload it on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not in YouTube yet.
Okay.
Cool. So what are you what price range are you at for the chatbots?
We're starting at 500 and then eventually we'll be at 1,000 a month.
Nice. A lot. We're coming full circle. Like we got started with ManyChat with chatbots.
Correct.
And here we are.
100%. 100%.
We chatbots and then into CRMs and SaaS, and now we're back to chatbots.
Yeah,
But
I
think it's more powerful now.
It's far more way.
It's like
exponentially.
It in a way it's better. So we knew the power of chatbots before when we started doing ManyChat in 2018 and 19, right?
Yeah.
We knew the power, but it was limited to the capability of what ManyChat can do. But now with the power of AI and all the bot technology which has evolved so far, it's like now it's limited to the power of your imagination of who is building that bot.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's where it is. Like it's crazy.
I'm not gonna
really
lie,
good.
my prompts are tight. So
I want you to lie.
Do they have to be tight on an industry? I mean, are you going across different industries with your bot, or is it for a specific vertical?
So the way I built my prompt, and it's built into the Easy Win snapshot. I have like 6 different prompt styles. So, but the thing is that since they're configured by all the custom values, you can be as broad or as narrow as you want for the niche, because the custom values is where you add your FAQ and you add your qualifying questions and your niche and all your basic information. And from there, the bot knows what to do with it. So if you have a dentist and a chiropractor and a lawyer and a roofer, they're all going to get the same prompt, but the custom values are going to be set up for those particular niches. And so the bot's going to act the way it's supposed to for that particular, for that particular client. And so
you're giving prompts to the bot based on the industry niche you're in.
No. It's like a whole, I'll even pop it up here just a second. I'll even show you what we got here. So let me see. I
think eventually it's going to happen where you have basic setup, medium, and then larger.
Yeah. So basically like this thing here, Ben, or sorry. Brian. Sorry. So this is kind of what it looks like with just the prompt. And this one does qualifying questions. And then I have, this is easygoing, like pretty, like nice flowing, a bot template. This one's a little more pushy. I've got one here that uses the Jordan Belfort straight line method. Then I've got one here that uses qualifying questions. And based on your answers, you can be qualified or disqualified. Like this one, I did a demo where it would ask you your credit score as one of the qualifying questions. And then if your credit was bad or less than, say, like 600, it wouldn't let you book an appointment. So, that sort of thing. So you can actually get as specific as you want. And all these emojis and weird stuff like that, like ChatGPT understands emojis. So you can actually keep your prompt pretty compact. But what it does is it takes the user information, it takes the current, like the time of day, if you want to have that in there. So if it's a shop, like a doctor's office, and you can say like, are you open right now? If you message them at 10 o'clock at night, it'll say, sorry, we're open tomorrow at 8, that sort of thing. Cause it knows when you're messaging. You give it a persona, it's got all the business information. And then see here is like services, like the services that you offer are going to be like a common to limited list. It's going to have an FAQ that you set up in custom values. And then you have qualifying questions and qualifying conditions. And the rest of it just gives it instructions on getting that person booked. So these are completely niche agnostic. So all it is, what turns it into a niche specific chatbot is the custom values in Highlevel.
So does it learn the niche? Like if you're a roofer and someone's asking different re-roof or roof maintenance or
It does a pretty good job. Like we tested it. I set it up as as a demo. I set it up like a dental office, and Alok was trying to break it. And he said something about grinding his teeth at night. And it says, oh, you have this condition like this, and this is what this typically happens, and this is how we would treat it. None of that was in my prompt. It just knew that grinding your teeth and it was a dental office. This was the condition that you had, and here's how we solve it with our services. I was like, holy crap, that's
the
insane.
same thing happened yesterday. So I have the roofing bot, the same thing of yours. I've configured it for roofing. I gave it to one of the student, and he didn't realize it's for roofing industries and it's a booking bot. He just like, can you give me 5 objections that roofers will have? And it just gave all the objections and answers. And then at the end, they said, would you like to book the service? Would you like to book a roofing service? So it does the work. So that was a smart move.
Yeah. And one thing you could do is if you want to build it for a particular industry, like if you're setting it up for a client, normally they're going to know like what are the most common questions people ask you, that sort of thing. One thing you can do, like if they have trouble coming up with it, you can just jump right into ChatGPT and say, here's my avatar for this business and these services. What are like 3 qualifying questions I would need to ask somebody to make sure they're okay to book an appointment? And ChatGPT will just like, boom, spit it right out. You put those questions into your bot prompt or into your custom values, you're off to the races.
Yeah. What are you charging?
Me? I'm gonna wire it all in. I'm trying to bundle it.
He just gave it away for free on the video today. So
Hey, if you can pause it and go frame by frame, I guess you can have the prompt. But sure. No, but as like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bundle everything as SaaS. I'm pitching individual features, but basically they're going to get, I'm kind of going the way Charles goes, is the $297 a month. You get the whole enchilada, the SaaS and all that stuff. I'm not like, but you're running ads, Joe. So like, I'm not going to be running ads. I'm not building websites. I'm not doing SEO. At most, I'm going to do GMB optimization for an extra add-on. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Super simple, the nice, easygoing, lazy Charles Higgins way.
Are you focusing then on like speed to inquiry? So so you're capturing inquiries from their various promotional places.
Oh, sure, yeah. That takes.
Hopefully you're probably doing a better job at capturing than what they currently do, and then you're
you're always doing a better job than what they're currently doing, because either they're like, if you're working with local services like these, you got guys that are running a business off the dash of their truck and Burger King receipts and writing stuff down, or and are always on their cell phone, or if it's somebody a little more a little more tech savvy, they might be using a CRM, or they might be using it incorrectly. Or maybe they're just doing a Google sheet, or like if you look at a lot of these websites, if they, they're built with WordPress, and you fill out their contact form, all that contact form does is email them the info. It doesn't go into a CRM or anything. So that if you can talk them into like, hey, let's take these forms on your website and just replace them with the forms I have, same information, but it's going to go into a CRM. And then now you can carry on a full conversation in a unified inbox. Or when they fill out that form, we can fire off an AI message and ask them if, how we can help, or interpret the email and get them to book an appointment. How would that work? Like,
or your social medias. Hey, if someone sends you a DM on Instagram or Facebook, or someone sends a DM, like Google My Business chat. If someone does that, how about our AI would reply for everything and take care of everything and optimize? It's optimized for booking or whatever is your end user case. But hey, how about we just take care of it via AI and get you an appointment on your calendar? That's what the bot is for.
I'm gonna take the booking bot and all I gotta do is modify it just a little bit. And instead of having them book, I'm gonna have them come down to the location. But I've got a guy that's a used car salesman and he gets messages on his GMB all the time. Do you have a, something in the range like a early 2000 Honda, something like that. And you can have an FAQ of like the brands that he has, nothing specific, but just say, edit the prompt that says when somebody asks about a particular model, make, model, and year, just tell them, come on down and see what we've got, sort of thing. We carry all these brands. Come on down to our lot at this hour, during these business hours, and come see what we have. But he gets a lot of GMB messages. He doesn't answer any of them.
Yeah. When I tested the dental bot, I threw I was trying to break it and I threw an objection. Like it was optimized to make an appointment. So it was giving me a booking link. And I'm like, I already said, I don't want to book. I just want to know what this is and how I can cure it. And like, I was trying to be, as aggressive as possible to break it.
You were kind of a dick.
Then there were, I tried. But at the end, it said, okay, that's totally fine. But if you don't want to book, but here's our address if you would like to visit and just talk to someone. So it was not optimized to give an address, but it still was smart enough to just give me an address because I said, no, I don't want to book. I don't want to give my email address.
Pat, does your sync with Highlevel
No.
calendar?
No.
Oh no, it'll do the calendar link. Now you probably could have it so that if the message comes back that says, one of the things that people do, like if they're qualified to book the appointment, you could tell it, so like if they're qualified, use this phrase, and then you can have a workflow trigger
Eliza
off of that, the AI response coming back that says, if it contains this phrase, ship it off, like stop this action, like add the no bot tag, because I have a takeover tag, so you can actually do like a human handoff. And so you add that tag and then send it off to the Eliza bot if you wanted to do a booking like that way. So not, I mean, it wouldn't take much to modify it to have it do the appointment negotiation as opposed to just sending a link.
Or how about getting it to just do an intermediary? Like I'm just thinking of contractor friends I know, or even accountants and attorneys that might be busy doing other things, but they want to call the client or prospect back, but it's kind of like you take and gunny sack the callback times based on their calendar, and the booking bot isn't really necessarily, it's just booking a phone call that so this person doesn't have to disrupt their work day and just, I'm going to call everyone back at between 3 and 5 this afternoon, and you're funneling them to that versus attempting to sell them on a full, a dental appointment where I'm actually go see the dentist, but kind of more.
Sure, yeah, you can modify.
Let's call it a callback bot. So
yeah, you could absolutely have a prompt that just worked for missed call text back. So you would have it go through a workflow that basically, if they missed the call, you would initiate tag them, and then that AI would work as long as they have that tag, and then after a certain amount of time, remove it. So that way the bot's just handling missed call text back. It's like, hey, we missed your call. How can we help you? What's your email? What's your phone? And you can even have it like in the workflow.
I would
repeat caller.
I would get consent.
Yeah. So so if you do a missed call text back, how do you get the consent?
You would say in the first message.
Oh, you're cutting out.
I would, put it in the first message, say, hey, are you okay if I text you further or something like that?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sorry we missed your call. Is it okay if we text you, if we text you back?
We continue this conversation via text.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Something like that. So you can get some consent and wait for the positive intent, and then carry on what can we help you with? We're not available right now. What can we help you with? And then have to say, great, that's awesome. We'll have somebody call you back. What's the best number to call you? Is this the best number to call you back? What's your email? So we can email you to. And if you don't know the name, also what's your name? So you could have a missed call text back bot wired up as well.
It's basically collecting the contact information and then
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
and saying, well, you
I
know,
would go beyond that. I would just try to get booked and see what their problem is and define the problem and then go ahead and book an appointment. I would do the same thing as a lead coming in. Like just get the consent. I mean, that's the first thing you want to do is, hey, I say, okay, we'll continue with text messaging.
Yep.
in the
It doesn't
box-
have to sound formal or anything, but I mean, as long, and they're going to say yes. As long as they say yes, it's okay. If they don't respond and don't say yes, then don't worry about
Yeah.
Can the bots be set up on a website chat, like a live chat? Like it's, they
High level
It's
doesn't
coming.
live
Highlevel
chat
is
yet.
launching it.
it. High
soon.
level is coming out with that. They don't have it yet.
Yeah, live chat is coming soon. But there are third-party solutions if you want that. You'll have to use a separate software. But yeah,
So
live chat
High
is
level is going to
possible.
have a challenge in launching the ChatGPT bot. There's a lot of data usage going back and forth. And depending on the platform that they're using, if they're going to use, ChatGPT 4, and if it's going through the same API, there's going to be a lot of data being pushed, and you have some limitation on that. Now, they can go back to 3.5 or, if they have enterprise, then it's good. If they have enterprise, then it's wide open. But if they don't have enterprise, I'm curious what's going to happen. I know because I had a stage presentation with 100 on stage. I was presenting the chat with 150 people on stage. And I did a live demo, like literally I had them, hey, go ahead and try to break it. We did a live chat, live response. But before doing that, I wanted to make sure if it works. So I had 10 people hit the bot at the same time and it stalled.
Was that Capri?
Yeah, that was Capri. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I mean,
That's
and that was just 10 people on one account at the same time.
I run everything through, like, it comes into High Level, goes into a workflow, and it fires off a webhook to Pabbly.
Yeah.
And I have not had Pabbly break down on me yet.
Have you tried to the same account at the same time? Because it's not Pabbly or Tably, it's the API. There's limitation on throughput from ChatGPT.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, well, those
It's the API. It's just how
Yeah.
much volume you can push through the same API. Because if your account is going through the same API, then that's the issue. Now, I'm not saying that's not now each person can have their own API, right? And that won't break. Each account can have their own API.
right.
That won't
Yeah.
break.
100%.
But if High Level is doing where, hey, we're going to go through our API and everybody use that.
High
then
Level
this will be-
I've seen High Level stall out. Yeah.
It will stall. I mean,
Oh,
guaranteed, unless
I'm
they're
pretty
on
sure-
enterprise.
I think they should be. There are many people who are requesting, hey, can we use our own API to do all that? So there are many people who's put forward that as a thought. I don't know if it's in the ideas board yet, but it could be that they would open that up, just like they have Twilio and Mailgun and SMTPs. Like, hey, you can use your own or LC email. Same way, you can use your own APIs or just use the inbuilt. Maybe there would be a markup in between for High Level to give us access. I don't know. There are many moving pieces, and that's why
It's coming.
we're not sure. Everything is coming. I mean, it's so new that it's hard to know.
Yeah, it is coming.
Yeah, they already
And-
announced that once full auto comes out, that there will be totally different pricing plans, and it will
They're
be
gonna
in
have
the
an
SaaS
unlimited.
config. They're going to have an unlimited, and you'll be able to mark it up, and it'll be just like every other LC product that's currently in the configurator.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they already said that a month
But
ago.
Charles, you were on the
No, so
town hall on that, and Sean
Yeah, it got
mentioned-
delayed.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy it got delayed.
yeah,
Super
absolutely.
happy. I mean, because some people get bent out of shape about it. I'm like, why are you getting bent out of shape about them pulling back on releasing something?
Correct.
Like,
wanted it
you
to
want
be
them
right.
to find problems. Like, That's why they have it in these high usage accounts as a private beta, so they can start to see these problems. Because until you unleash it, you can only test so much. You know, I mean, it's just, so I think it's great. I mean, I have all the confidence in the world. You know, I'm not an optimist, but I'm not a pessimist. I am just a realist. And the reality of it is Highlevel does a great job when they release these new features. They really do. When you look at the scale that they're building at and all the stuff they're releasing, I mean,
nobody
and as long as you keep in, as long as you keep in perspective of how they build, that's where a lot of people get bent out of shape. They're like, oh, well, this isn't what we thought it. Well, no, they build the skateboard first, then they go to a bicycle, then they go to a car. Like, just have patience. Because the infrastructure is all at the skateboard. Then it's just adding on to that infrastructure as they go. And that's why they build that way. That way they can figure it out with the little things when there's less moving parts, and then start to add more moving parts on top of it now that they know they have most of the bugs fixed. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm staying away from all the, it's just like when ChatGPT, when everybody started developing all these content AI things to plug into your white label and white label this Chat GPT interface, everybody was going crazy. Everybody was signing up left and right. And I'm just like, I know Highlevel's going to come out with it natively. I'll just sit and wait. Was the first iteration good? Not really. But the one they got now, it's pretty darn good, especially now that you can pick your own content.
And that's why I'm saying, I think, I mean,
like,
this is where we're moving.
I'm cool. I'll wait. And all those other ones can.
Well, all those other ones are going to eventually go away. I mean,
they are. Yeah.
Even,
I'm not going to spend weeks.
The stuff I've built is going to eventually go away because, I mean, like now mine with the qualifying questions where you can have disqualifying and qualifying answers. I don't see Highlevel putting that in anytime soon. So I'm still going to probably use that for a couple of clients just because they're going to need it. So, but as far as like what you were asking about, Joe, like here's the API rate limits. So depending on what you're using, this is like tokens per minute. So, I mean, really, you're going to have a lot of people hitting GPT-4 to use 40,000 tokens a minute.
We broke it.
What are you doing with it then?
I mean, I think you will even on it. I think you were testing with 10 people, which is stall.
There's no way you're going to use 40,000. There's no way you're going to use
40,000 tokens a minute.
I don't know what it was. It stalled. Yeah. All I know is it didn't work. It stalled.
Okay. It might, you know what? It could be Capri's system because if you're going to Capri, you're going from Highlevel to Capri.
It could be
back to Capri, back to Highlevel. So it could
be.
Because you use Make or Pabbly with Capri, don't you? Don't they use Make or Pabbly?
I don't.
I think he uses
no,
Make.
I don't.
I think his built is he's done inbuilt solution now. I think it's evolved. He started with using Make back in the days, but I think now he's got a platform which does.
He's got his own server that's running something.
Yeah. So there's something somewhere which broke. It's for sure.
Yeah,
you can't
I know that because you have to install the Capri GHL app. So he does have something that's taking webhooks.
He pushes it directly to a webhook. That's how it operates.
Yep.
So that's his service, which could have broke.
Yeah. So it's probably something with the server, and maybe he just has so much traffic going on that it's that's the problem.
Could be.
Well, and see, that's the other part. I mean, maybe it's on Google's side. Maybe there's an issue with how many times you can look up a spreadsheet and they kick the API request.
That is also,
like there's so much. That's one thing that has steered me clear away from some of those solutions. Like, I get it. I definitely see how it could work, but good Lord, there are so many moving pieces in that. If one little thing breaks, you're done.
fourth party stuff I stay away from.
Gosh,
Just
it's
because of
crazy.
that.
And then
Yeah.
that is the reason we keep it simple. Like anything we build is with the least possible things. With
Yeah.
the
I
most
mean, I
impact out
agree
there.
with you. I mean, definitely, I think that's the way to grow. Right?
Like we
But there's
focus on
always
the 80%,
solutions.
man. We focus on the
There's always-
80% result. It's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
20%
there's always-
where you can do all this crazy things and all that, but the 80% still plain old basics, man. It still works.
Yep.
Can I spoil the fun?
No,
Right.
you may not.
I've been struggling. So it's a very weird situations in the high level account. All the domains have been disconnected for all the locations.
Oh man, come on.
It doesn't show any domain. I'm very surprised why.
Okay, well, that's a
Uh-oh.
high level thing.
Yep.
This
Every-
morning,
high
many
levels,
people
high levels
have.
got everything. Oh shit, high levels down. High levels down. It's
Yeah.
No,
There-
I can't see. If you see all the domains, nothing is
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
reach
I
out,
bet-
reach out to high level, create a support ticket. That's the
No,
first thing you should.
it's the same for me too. It's down.
Yeah,
High
so
levels,
that thing
high
is
levels
done.
DNS management is down, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
For everybody.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Hold on,
Yep.
let's double check.
Before
You're saying a big-
everybody starts flipping their lid, everything
No,
is still
I see my
working at
domains.
what's working as far
I see
as
my domains.
websites.
Okay, now it's back. There we go.
I can't. Come on.
Nope.
There are like 6
Control-
accounts.
Control Shift R.
No.
Hard refresh.
High level is cam.
Control.
Oh,
Oh, get away from me with that PC crap.
Well, that's him. That's why I said control.
Mac.
Oh, my domain.
Command Shift R.
come on. What is that, man?
Mine works, I think.
It doesn't work for me. 6 accounts, same
Oh
stuff.
gosh, now you got me logging into high level and going to look at this. I can't even believe I'm going down this rabbit hole.
Yep.
Mine's there.
Amir, did
Yeah.
you piss off Sean?
Yeah,
No.
I can see all mine.
That's my job.
Yeah, exactly. I know. You pissed a lot of people, especially Rob Belly.
Oh, we're good.
Yep. That's what it is. That's what it is, Joe. Rob's coming after you.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I
So
haven't
wait, sign
broke
out
yet.
and sign in.
I did.
Let me see. I'll check.
And all
Then
the funnels
patience.
are also
I
not
can
working.
see. Yes, Samir, I can see all my domains now.
Oh,
I can
God.
see all the domains.
Yep. All the domains. I got them
Lucky.
all.
Does it even go?
It is live.
But this is
Try it again.
Where is the main URL? Sorry.
But the main URL is not even there because there's no domain.
Yeah, there's no domain, so that's the thing.
Yeah, so just troubleshoot, man. Try, refresh, do whatever you can.
No, that's something with. Huh.
Yeah, you already know how it's going to be. It's just like when you call the cable company and you say your internet's out, they're going to say, well, here's
How
what
many
we
times
need you
did you
to do.
reboot your PC?
We need you to unplug your router, wait 5 minutes, plug it back in. So
Basic,
you might as well go through all this stuff. A lot of times, like if
basic
I know,
dial-up restart.
yeah, if I know it's like, okay, this is not me, I will go ahead and record a video showing me go through all the nonsense that I know that they're going to make me do it. Cause I'm like, I might as well. And I'll record a video and put it in my ticket. Cause I got tired of them responding back saying, oh, well, can you do this? All right, here's a video showing that I've already done everything that you're going to first suggest to me.
Oh God.
All right, with that,
I'm getting
I guess.
happy
Wait,
with my YouTube
what do you
channel
use
here.
for? I mean, you use Cloudflare or what do you use? For
Yeah,
your-
Cloudflare.
So it doesn't even matter what he uses. It's not even showing up in his account.
Yeah.
The high level.
Uh,
And debug that
Yeah.
one. That's high level.
Yeah.
why would you even be on this call? But my
Yeah, I know.
DNS would be like, it's like, bye.
I know. I just realized like 2 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, I was like, what the hell is this? Okay.
Well, the first step is paying your bill. You got to pay your high level
Did.
bill. Otherwise,
Did.
no, just kidding.
I will figure
All
it
right.
out.
I guess that's it. Hour and a
Yeah.
half for this call.
Yes. All right. Well, hopefully everybody last call for questions.
Yeah. Any last comments, concern, thoughts, questions?
No, man. I'm sorry I missed the
Awesome.
last. You guys are fun.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm
Well,
just sitting here uploading thumbnails for my YouTube channel.
oh,
Are you
Oh.
building your own YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many videos do you have in there so far, Charles?
102.
Send us the link.
102?
Please send me
Wow.
the link.
102. 102 videos.
How many
Right now.
subscribers?
Oh, 17. I
Oh,
just
by
started
the
this
way,
thing.
if any one of you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you're not invited to the next call.
What's YouTube?
What's
Oh, I
YouTube?
better
You should-
does that
you should
mean
not
I
get
have
your
to
domains back.
unsubscribe and subscribe again? Because then I can be double opted in.
Right, do whatever you can. I just want subscribed.
I am already subscribed, so by the way.
Thanks, guys.
I see that somebody posted a link.
Oh, that's his YouTube channel. For his software,
there.
basically.
mhm.
It's getting there.
Who's
All right,
Pinnacle
guys. I guess
AI?
that's it. That's it. Let's end this.
Yep. We will see you guys next week. Brian,
See
hopefully
ya.
we answered some questions for you.
Yeah, Brian,
Yeah.
reach out if you need more help.
Brian's the new kid here. Like everybody else is like old dogs. So
Yeah.
But
Thank
hopefully
you.
we answer questions.
Yep.
Not in
Jump
age,
jump in
but
the group
in
if you got any
age.
questions. Let us know. Happy
Yeah.
to help. And see you guys next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.